So, very briefly, one of the main issues standing in the way of Part 10 at the moment is that the second movie, Eternal My Master, skips all the way to the end of the manga, which is an issue for about 1 trillion different reasons. One of which being that I feel obligated to keep even the people who haven't seen the show or read the books, at the very least, reasonably informed about what's happening at any given moment, which is understandably difficult when you skip the entire second half of the story. Big picture is thus: how much of the manga am I going to recap in Part 10? And what I eventually decided upon was as little of it as possible. But that runs the risk of glossing over the entire point of the love letter, getting people to read the manga. Hence, an idea. You see, one of my favorite parts of watching an anime or a movie or what have you is getting to then go and read the reviews or going on Reddit and scrolling through the discussion threads and getting a whole bunch of opinions and analysis at once to help mentally digest that piece of media. Which does not exist for the SNO manga. Hence, this coming video series. So how it's gonna work is, every Sunday, myself and a friend will do a live stream going through a predetermined number of chapters, reading them beforehand and discussing them live, as you, the viewer, are invited to read alongside us and throw out opinions in the live chat. So, for example, this Sunday, August 25th, we'll be discussing the first 2 volumes of the Heaven's Lost Property manga. That is, Chapter 1 to Chapter 9. You will, ideally, read these chapters beforehand and be able to join in our discussion of them live. Then we'd announce the next week's chapters at the end of the stream, and repeat. The stream will be on this channel, and the VODs will go up on my second channel, Sci Live, linked below, individually. And once we finish the manga, I'll put them all into one big video and upload that here. Once again, you read Chapter 1, Fallen, through Chapter 9, Lies. A tiny amount of the manga, by the way. Really shouldn't take you more than 30 minutes. And then we meet on Sunday, sometime around 6 Central, and we'll discuss them with you guys. We do this once every Sunday, and we can get through the entire manga in 2 months. Also, as for where you can actually read the manga, it was never licensed in the US, so you're pretty much forced to read it online and illegally. There's a link below to Manga here, which does have some issues, but will do for now. I might eventually have to look into making a torrent of my local copy of the manga, which is more complete and accurate, but for now, like I said, that'll do. Also, a warning, the early chapters are pretty rough in almost all departments, art, pacing, and even translations, but we'll also be discussing how the manga differs from the anime, so if you've seen that at least, you can probably skip reading the first 20 chapters or so. So, that's about it, folks. Get to reading, hope you enjoy the manga, and I'll see you guys on Sunday. Later.